any sensible person who hasn't played this game might be thinking, if you fought Marisa in Stage 4, then what's Stage 4 like if you play as Marisa? So now we're gonna play as Marisa for Stage 4.
Ah.
This version of the stage, like, outside of the boss is slightly different altogether, but, yeah, we get to see Marisa fight herself, her inner demons. That was a joke. So,
Marisa's just overcoming her depression in this stage.
So, basically the way Marisa plays is that, she moves much faster than Reimu does, and her bullets hit harder, but she has quite a bit less range, and you actually often, like, and she doesn't have any homing projectiles, so you need to get right in front of the enemy.
Interesting. Well, I feel like the moving faster could throw you off too, because you could accidentally overcompensate and run into bullets.
Yeah, Marisa is, definitely harder to play as than Reimu.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, her teammate, as I said before, is Alice.
Mm.
So we get to see her again.
Welcome back, Alice.
I find it interesting how Alice
Thanks.
is one of the few characters that, like,
Alice.
like, Alice is definitely a recurring character in this series, and she is still, like, one of the only characters who came back from the first 5 Touhou games.
Hmm.
She made it across the gap.
Not even Mima made it across the
Won.
gap. Freeze! It's Reimu. Just as I thought it was strange that the night still hadn't ended, so it was you, Marisa. Hey, you've got it wrong. The only bad one here is this person here. What? You're guilty of the same thing, aren't you, Marisa? Doing something like this. What on earth are you two plotting? That's, you see, Reimu, how do I put this? Why the stuttering? Just yell at her like you always do. You! Get out of my way! Like that. Moron, it'll get ugly if she gets mad. Making me mad to begin with is what's ugly, right? I'll definitely have to teach you a bit of a lesson tonight. Will you still think nothing's wrong when you look behind you? The distorted moon is already that obvious, isn't it? Ah! The moon is your doing too, huh? Okay, fine, I give up. You're right. The endless night, that broken, warped moon, hiding the human village, and putting hats on the stone statues. All of it was Alice's fault. Now get out of my way. Well, alright. In this bamboo forest bathed in moonlight, you two will become one with the shining bamboo trees. How beautiful. Allow me to return those words, albeit a bit differently. Come on, this endless night will end right here. Okay, so I do kind of prefer the earlier translation of this game for that cutscene for one reason. And it's specifically because I don't remember the exact line in particular, but I recall Marisa saying something along the lines of, "Bring it on, bitch."
Oof.
Oh my. Wait, so why are we switching now and fighting Reimu?
Because like, I mean, Reimu is a different fight than Marisa, you know. It's a different fight entirely, and you're obviously not gonna fight Reimu while playing as Reimu.
But why do we
Says
need to
you.
fight Reimu?
Don't we all fight ourselves?
I feel like I'm missing
because
something.
if you're playing as
It's because-
Marisa, you wouldn't be fighting yourself either. So I just wanted to show off all the boss fights, you know?
Yeah, so
Oh!
this boss fight features
Okay.
a playable character, and if you're playing as that character, you're not gonna fight against that character.
Thank
Anyway.
you. I thought that this is a continuation of the previous fight, and I was like, why are we switching? But
Oh, no.
okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I just this is still stage 4. It's just that
So you actually are
it's
showing us
Marissa's
how
stage
Marisa
4.
plays. Okay,
Yeah, and
Cool.
yeah, we're getting a little bit
That's
of how
good.
Marisa plays. Anyway,
I like that.
and also a little preview to like the good dialogue that Marisa and Alice have in this game.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Also, much like how Marisa had a remix of her theme from Touhou 2, Reimu has a remix of her theme from Touhou 4. So that's, again, that's nice.
Oof. How come you can, like, constantly see your hitbox right now?
Because I'm in focus mode.
Oh, okay.
You may notice that Alice is the one who's being in control instead of Marisa. Just saying.
I did notice that.
Good, that means that you're not an idiot.
Oof.
Anyway, Marisa, Reimu is also ridiculously hard. Like, In a different manner than Marisa, though. It's just that, she's really good at boxing you in.
Mm-hmm.
And also, some of her non-spells, particularly in the second phase of this fight, make her, like, go on for too long, specifically because of how Reimu moves around, and the fact that Marisa does not have homing shots.
Hmm.
Really, the homing shots are the main reason why I prefer to play as Reimu over Marisa.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It seems really helpful. Sorry, my mouth is full of honeydew melon.
Oh yeah.
You'll see here that like Reimu like jumps across the stage like that, and it makes her very hard to hit.
Wow, yeah, look at her go.
So basically, it's more likely that you won't actually deplete her life here, but instead have the timer run out and then have her move on to her spell card. And again, that's my doing. That's the game. Touhou doesn't have any voice clips in it.
When I first heard it, I did think it was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to emphasize that I've played very little Marisa compared to Reimu and Touhou games. Now I'll show you my true boundary. What's the point of squaring off with this again? There's 2 of you, so I get 2 tries.
You guys, honeydew melon has so much potassium. Like,
yeah?
Way more than a banana.
You know, I know this is the fault of my own stupid brain, but whenever I hear potassium, I always just think of potassium cyanide.
Well, I mean, well, even without potassium cyanide, too much potassium can kill you, so there's that.
Don't you have to eat like 15 pounds of bananas in order to OD on potassium?
I know it's some ridiculous amount.
It's like it's an amount of bananas that no human would ever end up eating without attempting to kill themselves.
But that's also why potassium supplements are usually only sold at 99 milligrams, which is a very small amount, like 3% of your recommended daily value. But yeah, if you take too much at once, it can cause fatal heart arrhythmias.
Yeah, if you just saw I used to continue, and that's the main testament to how much worse I am with Marisa than Reimu.
Oh wow. Yeah. Potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium.
Honestly, I bet Fabian could eat that many bananas and just turn out completely fine because he's Fabian.
Is he a monkey?
Do monkeys have resistance?
He's a gorilla.
Do they have a passive resistance to potassium cyanide?
I don't know.
They could probably. They can eat ridiculous. Gorillas in specific can eat ridiculous amounts of food, like fruit specifically.
Man, you're really not you're not welcome here.
Yeah. But the real person who's not welcome here is me.
You're not invited.
Not invited. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys are wondering, if you play as Sakuya and Remilia, you fight Reimu, and if you're playing as Yomu and Yuyuko, you fight Marisa.
So it's not Marisa unless you are Marisa. It's
right.
Okay. And I'm assuming a similar distribution if you play as a single character.
Yeah, I think in that case it's set up based on what team they were to begin with. In fact, yeah, I know it is because, despite the fact that you're only playing as one of them, the other one still, like, tags along, but just for, like, cutscene dialogue, so where the cutscenes do not change.
That would be a lot of dialogue to write.
Yeah, and...
Wow,
well,
yeah.
I mean, already to begin with, like, this is a Touhou game, a main Touhou game, that is not a fighting game or a Phantasmagoria game that has 8 playable characters. Destination is now in sight. Well, there's not much I can do. Don't take your evil plotting too far. Did you say something? Man, I never knew there was such a big mansion in the bamboo forest. Eh? Oh, me neither. Bye-bye now. It's time for the good girls and losers to go home. Reimu, it's an eternal skip one turn for you. See you later.
Oof.
Anyway, what was I saying? Right. 8 playable characters in this game, so yeah, that's quite a few actually.
Yeah, that's at least 5.
Again, no Touhou game that's not a fighting game or a Phantasmagoria game gets even close to that large of a playable roster. I guess that's just how it is.